Hi guys, welcome. Okay, growing up, the radio set was part of our lifestyle. I mean, we had all these kind of fancy radio which produced very good quality music, and they are keeping on improving now and then. But before we had all these fancy radio sets and music systems, we had this. So guys, join me as I take you the journey and review this 1988 radio set, this one that you see here, and we see whether it's going to work. So here we have the radio. Let us check it out. Okay, so here we have the cassette compartment. It's where you put the cassette. So those days they used to have cassettes, and then you can be able to play music or whatever out of it. We have an obby. I think this is just a decoration, just to make it more fancy. Then we have the speaker here. It's a powerful speaker. Yeah, those days it used to be a powerful speaker. And then you have some sort of disco lights surrounding the speaker, which would mimic the sound and make it even more interesting as you listen. So here we have the sort of like the dash. We have like an indicator of the wave, some sort of wave graph there. So this is an ancient radio. So as you can see, we used to have shortwave number 2, shortwave number 1, and medium wave. So back in those days, we never used to have FM, and the meter had kilohertz. So I think this is one of the most was the most powerful in comparison with the two here. Yeah, and then so we have the tuning knob here. So once you push it, maybe I can show you here. Once you push it, you realize that the tuner will move around this place, as you can see. Yeah, so you adjust until you get the frequency that you are looking for, even though we never used to have frequencies back then. Yeah, so, and also here we have an AC port. So with this particular one, you could connect to a power source if you had electricity back then. So you just plug it in, and then you have just to plug on a socket, and then you can be able to operate to get power. So moving on at the back, we have sort of the caution instructions here. You're not supposed to open it with wet hands and so on and so forth. So they have written down some of the precautions that one should take when handling the device. And also here, as you can see here, we have the model is TW870D. Yeah, TW870D, and you can see the range there. They are putting the AC, the type of power that you need, and also the DC. You need 6 volts. So you have to put like 4 batteries, 1.5 volts each. and this was made in Japan, Central P-Box 840, Osaka, Japan. So this particular model was made in Japan. So moving on to the top. So these ones, what you have here, therefore operating the cassette side. So you have the pause button, you have the stop or eject if you want to eject, and then you have the forward, you have the rewind, and you have the play button, and then interestingly we have the record button. So maybe you can record something. Yeah. So moving on here, we have the function. So you can either switch in between tape, radio, or you can even make it sleep, so that you don't use up your battery, so that they can stay for long. Yeah, so that should be the default position. And then we have the band, where you tune in the band. So it's either medium wave, shortwave 1 or shortwave 2. Yeah, so you can adjust it according to your preference. And then you have the volume, so that's the maximum position, and then you can reduce it all the way to minimum. And of course, when you're on radio, you have to adjust the antenna, yeah, so that you can get more clear radio waves. Yeah, and also you have the handle here, so you can carry it around easily. Yeah, so that's the walk around. Okay, so you have the batteries. And they are new. Yeah, so we have like kind of a layout they're giving here on how you're supposed to arrange them. Yeah, so that way. Tray. Okay, so let's see if it works. The moment of truth has finally come. It's in radio. Oh yeah, we have some sound. Okay, so we have to put it on medium. Okay, we start with shortwave 2. Let us start there and see whether we'll find anything. So we are on shortwave 2. Shortwave 2 we have nothing. Shortwave 1, we have nothing. So we move on to medium wave now. We seem to be having something there. We are just having static so far. So as far as the radio part is concerned, we have nothing, just static on all the bands here. So could be the radio is broken, I don't know, but I mean the side of the radio we have nothing. Yeah, so let's try the tape part, this part, and see whether it's still operational. Yeah, so these used to be the cassettes, as you can see here. Yeah, so I have a local cassette, by a musician, a local musician. Her name is Elizabeth. She has some very nice songs. Yeah, so this is the casing. Okay, so you just pop open, then you have it. So here's the layout. We have side B, and we have side A. So eject, and you can see how fast it is, quite responsive. Once you click it, it's open, and as you can see, it's giving you a layout of the cassette. So what you do, just match the cassette there, and I guess this side, because it's A, you'll be seeing it here on this like sort of display screen, so it will tell you that the side that is playing. Yeah. Then we close. So let us see whether it's working. So the volume is okay, and then you hit play. Okay. So don't know what's up. So let us try this side. See whether it works. Yeah, so you're on, and as you can see, it's moving, it's spinning. You have a motor here inside. So let's wait and see whether we'll have any sound. Maybe I'll just... Yeah! We still have some static in the background, but man, this is amazing. I mean, it's on, it's working. So I guess the cassette side is okay, it's working. I'm not going to press the record button because I might mess up with this cassette, and it means a lot in our library, so I won't test with it, but maybe I'll do a test later and see how it goes. Yeah, so there we go. The first track, as you can see here on side A, it's her second volume. As you can see, she's a very popular musician locally. Yeah, so once you're done, you eject it. And then I kind of like how this packaging was. I mean, it's so fancy. You have a second cassette here, and as you can see, for this one, it's a master copy. Yeah, So as you can see here, let me focus. It's a master copy. So this one is blank, so you can use it to record your stuff here, and that's why it's plain like transparent. So once you get whatever you want to record, then you can label it here, like the one we just played there earlier. Yeah, so you can label it, and you're good to go. Yeah, so at least we had people would use this like sort of a pen. If maybe your tape is stuck and you want to forward, or maybe your forward button is not working, or your rewind button is not working as well, so you would use this pen and maybe try and adjust to whatever, maybe whatever level you think. So maybe if you think certain song is in the middle, so you just try and readjust and see whether, so you rotate either anti-clockwise or clockwise based on whatever you want to achieve. Yeah, so that's it. I guess for this particular set, the cassette part is working well. You can use it to review like the past cassettes that you have. But then the radio part, we had nothing, just static. I guess I'll look for a trusted technician to see whether it might work, because I remember some few years back we used to tune into KBC English service. Yeah, so that is Kenya Broadcasting Corporation radio section, where we used to have the radio section running through the medium wave. So I'll try and look for one, and maybe if it goes well and it comes back to life again, I'll definitely do like a recap video and share with you guys. Yeah, so thank you so much for tuning watching this review for this 1988 radio set that we have here. And don't forget to subscribe down there, and looking forward to more content.